Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here, and on today's episode of Why Does This Game Even Exist?, we are taking a look at Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn. Welcome to completed number 88. If you're new to the channel, the completed series is a series where we take a few minutes to talk about a game that I recently completed. I talk to you about my experience with the game, the achievements and the trophies, and kind of end off with a little bit of a mini review. In the last episode, we looked at Cube 2, and if you'd like to see any of the first 87 episodes, there will be a link in the description to the completed playlist. Alright, so Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn. It released on June 5th, 2018 for a grand total of $20 or your regional equivalent, which is probably about $15 too many. I personally started it on June 20th, which is the day I finished it. We streamed it over on twitch.tv/Macca91 Productions and did it all in one sitting. For me personally, it took around 3 hours and 45 minutes, and most people will fall around that same range as long as they're using some of the boosting methods described on TrueAchievements.com. You can imagine the game will take you between 3 to 5 hours, using about 2 to 3 hours in order to complete the actual story mode, and then an extra hour or two in order to grind some of the missables. Now, this game has a total of 43 achievements. If you're playing it on PlayStation, it has a total of 21 bronze trophies, and that is it. And I have no idea why there is a significant difference from version to version. On screen, you're watching me boost some of the miscellaneous achievements I needed in order to actually complete the game. And the last achievement that I personally unlocked was Diesel Power for taking out 200 enemies using the loader. Now, for achievement or trophy difficulty, I'm going to rate this game a 3 out of 10 because it's not very hard. You can play the entire game on the easy difficulty and still grab everything. However, some skill in like these kind of side-scrolling brawlers is probably necessary. Like I said earlier, you'll spend the majority of your time just going through the campaign, which you can play on easy, normal, or hard. And then after that, you're just going to be grinding very specific checkpoints in order to complete very specific tasks. Now, I know I made fun of this game a little bit at the beginning of the video because I don't really think it should exist. It doesn't really have a place in gaming, in my opinion. And for the fun factor, I'm giving it the spectacularly average 5 out of 10. There is nothing very redeeming about this game, unless for some reason you are a huge Shaquille O'Neal fan. The gameplay itself is very average. There are way better games to spend your money on, and there are very few redeeming qualities about this game, in my opinion. The gameplay can actually be quite difficult in certain sections. There is a little bit of challenge. There are different kind of moves and abilities you can use on the battlefield, or whatever you want to call it. And there are moments where the game is better than others, but as an entire package, it's not really all that worth your time. The best part of the game, probably, if you're looking for an enjoyment factor, are the cinematics, which can sometimes be funny, although they're oftentimes borderline racist as well. So there's kind of this weird gray line that exists in the cinematics for this game. With that being said, I can't really recommend it as a game, although for Gamerscore it's pretty easy, and in terms of like Gamerscore games, it's not the worst thing you're going to play. So if it does ever go on sale, you might actually want to look into picking it up. And to answer the question from the very beginning of the video as to why this game exists, it actually exists because it raised almost $500,000 on Indiegogo, which is like a Kickstarter type website. So apparently people wanted to see this game enough that people backed it and funded it. Almost over 1,000 people backed it, and I guess that's why we got the game. But yeah, you have way better choices and options on Xbox or PlayStation. Unless you really want that gamer score, I would probably skip this game if I were you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was enjoyable. Leave a like if it was, if you want to see more completed episodes. Special thanks to all the amazing people on Patreon for supporting the show, and hopefully I see you guys next time. Peace.